Hello, ANSHU-SHARMA here. Welcome and my love to all of you. We are starting a two-part series on understanding the current state of humanity and our return to balance from imbalance. We will also discuss collapsing identities. Though universe is infinite, at present 12 dimensions are available to us. Dimensions are different layers or planes of reality. Higher we go, less physical we become, and more connected we become to everything and everyone around us. The universe alternates between positive and negative cycles. First half of the cycle is positive. The next half of the cycle is negative. In between the two, there is a short period of time which we call a confluence age, where the negative and the positives sort of merge. This lasts for approximately 100 years, when polarities shift from one cycle to another. We are in the middle of such a time, when the polarity which has been reigning the planet Earth since quite some time, the negative polarity, is being shifted into positive polarity. And because it is a confluence time which is in between the two, we are witnessing both. Humanity is slowly and steadily climbing up to fifth dimension. Third and fourth dimensions have collapsed, and we are only seeing the remnants of third and fourth dimension in physical life. Along with the collapsed dimension, many identities related to it are collapsing too. More and more collapse of such identities will take place. When identities collapse, the realities also collapse. It is going to be extremely painful to those who are still clinging to old and hoping for it to somehow return back into their realities. The attachments to the old have to be broken, and they have to be broken fast. All that people held dear will collapse more and more in coming times. Intense battle is going on between light and the dark forces. Because our galaxy and solar systems, along with planet Earth, have decided to ascend and evolve, we are experiencing light increasing at an exponential rate. There has been an imbalance in an overabundance of beings who operate and who dominate exclusively from the ego on earth. So we have been witnessing the dominance of negativity for quite some time. This has created a very negative consciousness that interacts with others purely on personal gain. This consciousness, the negative consciousness, has caused never-ending warfare, first physical and now psychological and biological, as fear, anxiety and viruses. Forgetting humanity and other beings on the planet are interconnected through a web of energy. Nexus points is the web of energy linking a vast number of realities together. So in universe we find a number of nexus points. They say a main nexus point of the universe is our planet Earth. What it means that our planet is the heart and soul of the universe. Whatever happens here affects the whole of universe. According to our rishis and sages, entire cosmos is connected with a web of energy, both in matter and antimatter. Recent theories in quantum physics also prove that. If negativity is allowed to expand beyond the balancing point, there is a real danger for entire cosmos. Universe, galaxy, solar systems, who are also all rotating in perfect balance. So everything and every entity in the universe may go out of balance because of this interconnectedness of all the things. Like humans, Earth too has its own chakra systems. Earth's timeline is a mixture of many different timelines existing simultaneously. Lately, Earth has experienced a definite split of the two worlds. One world belonging to the third dimension and the other world belonging to the fifth dimension. Each having their own timelines and one major timeline connected to all the various timelines. Now, service to self group at one time envisioned an apocalyptic timeline. What humanity is experiencing right now is seen by a few as such. Every single fantasy people have ever had will be experienced and satisfied in some fashion or another at one time in space and time coordinate. Humanity is witnessing the envisioned apocalyptic timeline of service to self. This timeline currently is coming online. But soon humanity will also witness and live a higher paradise timeline which was or which is still currently being envisioned and created by star seeds and light workers. Under current conditions, what humanity is experiencing is a mass sacrifice. Majority of humans have agreed to sacrifice themselves for a minority of beings who have chosen to be negative. They have envisioned power. So majority of the humanities, out of their love and compassion, is allowing them temporarily to enjoy the power they once envisioned. However, a balance point is in the making. Nothing lasts forever. Ones who are flying high can be a speck of dust in time. Through doings, Personalities invite stubborn identities in their realities. In testing times, identities collapse. More and more souls became addicted to lust and pleasures of the flesh. And with the rise of power and technology, they experienced the power related to lust and their own pleasures. But they lost touch with their spiritual essence as greed and lust rose to new heights. Polar concepts of predator and prey, master and slave emerged in the consciousness. Ego expanded into abusive manipulation of nature and world domination through control. Evil is a form of consciousness. It is a type of mentality that believes itself to be superior. In evil, ego separates people from their true self, bringing pain, misery, and destruction. Eventually, however big, like a stretched rubber band collapse, ego collapses. Universe always strives to balance the positive and the negative forces. This is being achieved on earth as more and more souls are relinquishing egoic identities, materialism and wars for spirituality and unity. Seeds of joy, happiness and peace are emerging in human consciousness. We are moving towards unity consciousness where we see everyone as a reflection of ourselves in space and time. More on balancing in my next talk. Thanks for listening. Please leave your comments for interaction. You may support my work through your heart donation. Lots of love and light.